Merhaba YouTube ALSENYAZ Oyun kanalına hoş geldiniz. Ben İsa. Dragon Age Origins serisine kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. İyi seyirler, başlayalım. En son yan görevleri yapıyorduk arkadaşlar. Önceki bölümde yine bildiğiniz üzere oyun çöktü. Şimdi kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. En son işte şu görevi yapıyorduk mesela. Koyu mantar 10 tane bulamadım. Bu görevi de yapmadık. Olmadı sonra atlatırız. Bu sonra kalacak. Bu da sonra. Şunları teslim edeceğiz. Bunları bitirmişiz. Olmayacak. Ana görevi yaparız.
No need for such drastic measures. She's only a child.
What can I get you, stranger?
How old is she now? 15? Is that the number that...
What can I get you, stranger?
Yes, she turned 15 this past spring. My son Osrin was just as bad. Rest assured.
Şimdi ana görevi gidelim.
My friend, she will up. Outgrow it. Or you'll strangle her and throw her in the
Ana
river.
görevleri yapalım. Gidelim şu kurtulaya, hain köpeği artık indirelim şu tahttan. Çoktan yerine kızı geçsin, sözünü tutarsa çoktan bize destek çıkar. Şu büyük savaşı kazanır. Şu baş evlisi de indiririz. Ondan sonra zaten oyun final olur.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Marik's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself.
Ne oluyor lan?
The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
Geç bekledim diye böyle diyor.
Kaelin was a fool. He grew up a spoilt child in his ancestors' palace. He never knew what it was to be hunted, to starve.
Ablacığım bak.
Maybe the Grey
Kendini
Wardens killed him,
ezdirme,
or
ezer
maybe
geçer,
my lord let him die
istediğini
of
de
his own
kral yaparım.
foolishness.
Şansımız
Either way,
o.
it may have saved Ferelden.
Hala diyor gri muhafız onu öldürdü.
I am not so blind as you think, Warden. I saw the tension between Kaelin and Loghain. My lord is a man of fierce passions, none fiercer than defending this land. If Kaelin threatened that,
Bu kadın bize esir
but
almıştı.
whatever he did, it was only in defense of
İşine bakma
Ferelden.
ablacığım. Teksin. Öncekinde bir sürü adam vardı yanında.
You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters. No one sheds a tear over the death of an ogre. Torture is an ugly business, but sometimes it's the only way to learn what your enemy intends. And it is much harder to tell who the enemy is when all of them look like you. What was he supposed to do? You and Eamon were harassing him at every side, forcing him to empty the treasury to fight you. He never wanted a civil war. After Kalen died, everyone was supposed to rally, come together to fight the Darkspawn without crying to Orlais for aid. He never anticipated Merrick's bastard would challenge the throne and force this war.
O zaman öleceksin.
I can end the threat you pose to Ferelden. To arms, men!
Hadi bakalım.
Yes. You have forced my hand. There is no hope for you now.
You smell great. Is that death you're wearing?
Lost me and you shall pay!
Very well.
Ask for it.
Okay.
Of course.
Next.
Öldün zorlama. Çek.
Very well.
Another corpse for the pile.
Let us end this quickly. I will not falter.
Hopefully you do not fight as poorly as you smell.
All right, that's it.
Hasta olmayacaksınız. Hadi bakayım uzayın.
Run while you can. Fall!
Yaş. Şansını çok zorlamıştı.
Very well. Very well.
Olmaz. Bakalım bizim çocuğun elindeki kılıçtan iyi mi kötü mü? 16.50. Bakalım. 16.50'ydi. Onun şeyi yok ama. Onun var. Onunki daha iyi. Güzel. 2 tane ürün aldım. Uf, fena sağlam olur. Bir bakalım. Artık şu LOGHAİN'inin tahttan inme vakti geldi.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
Ah! Here we have the puppeteer.
Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now? I knew Merrick. And if he had another son, he would have acknowledged it openly. In fact, none of us had heard of any other heirs to the throne until you arrived, Warden. I doubt that's accidental. Must we listen to these baseless accusations? Some of us would like to discuss the matters at hand. You goaded him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful of men would turn the tide for him. Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Kalen's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake? Do not imagine that you can shame me with Kalen's death. He was Marik's son, my king. No one regrets his loss more than I do.
Bunu hiçbir şekilde ikna edebileceğimize inanmıyorum ben. O yüzden hiç ikna yoluna gitmeyeceğim.
By all means, let us speak of Honora, Warden, for this is a matter close to my own heart. What have you done with my daughter? You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdale. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kalen's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Honora. I wanted to protect you from this.
My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself.
The Warden. I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
Western Hills is with you, Loghain. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I'm with Loghain. Who else could defeat the Blight? Loghain, I'm with you.
This bodes ill for us all.
The Landsmeet has spoken. Following these Grey Wardens has cost us our king. We must not allow it to cost us our country. I charge Eamon, Alistair, and this Warden with treason. Someone escort my daughter back to her room. Take the traitors outside to await execution.
To arms! We will not be taken without a fight.
Aklınızı alırız, aklınızı.
Enemies
For
ahead!
Ferelden!
Gelin aklınızı alayım, siz pis yer aldınız.
Stay back!
Gel köpek. Da yaramış.
There is no hope for you now. Clumsy! I will not falter.
In the Maker's name, stop! We will have order.
Agreed. Let there be no further bloodshed in the Landsmeet.
Alistair's right to the throne is challenged. His challenger's honor is in doubt. In the past, such disputes were settled by duel. Will the Landsmeet agree?
Yes, if it will avoid further bloodshed. But it must be fought according to tradition, by strength of arms only, in single combat until one party yields. Do you accept the terms?
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Köpek. Senin yüzünden o kadar kral tıkanmasın da fena alacağım.
Wonderful! Face me!
I cannot
Enough!
keep this up.
I'm Marek and the Maker!
Now you fall!
Come and get me if you dare!
Well done.
Wonderful! Excellent! I will prevail!
Yes. There is no hope for you now. This will not end well for you.
Yes! Wonderful! Excellent! Wonderful! Wonderful! I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
Wait, there is another option. The Taean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining. What does loyalty matter? We are what we are. The joining binds us to the Darkspawn. You know this. If you were to forswear your oath and flee today, you'd find yourself in the deep roads, or the blight lands given time. You'd seek them out, or they'd seek you.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not. Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora, harsh. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father!
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
I will. I owe that to Duncan.
Gittiğini buldu.
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
Wait, what? No! When did this get decided? Nobody's decided that. Have they?
He refuses the throne. Everyone here has heard him. I think it's clear then. He abdicates in favor of me.
Öyle anlaşmıştık.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Enora. Warden, will you help us?
Kadın geçecek.
As the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead Ferelden?
Yok yok. Ne konuştuysak o.
Thank you, Warden. You were wise not to disrupt Ferelden's governance any further in a time of such crisis. My first act as Queen must be to insist on receiving Alistair's oath before all the lands meet, to relinquish all claim to the throne for himself and his heirs.
Oh, I never wanted it. I mean, yes, of course. Happily, in fact.
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a blight to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this man to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the Archdemon. Gather your forces and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
Bu şifresini verdikten sonra artık oyun biter.
So it's done.
Hak
My
ettiğini
father
buldu.
is dead. I never thought he would go so far. I never thought it would end like it did. Such a waste. It could have been. But what is done is done. My father had no illusions about the consequences of his actions, and neither do I. ALSENYAZ has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united Ferelden, Warden. Now we face the Blight.
Sonra bizim yandaşlar artık toplanması gerektiğini söyleyebilirim. Oğlum niye yok? Çok saçma. Şunu vereyim. yapıyorsun Lister?
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. What do you need now?
Ayrılabiliriz. Ne olur ne olmaz diye buradan çıkmadan önce kaydımı alayım. Ondan sonra finale doğru gidelim.